Hi everyone. Well, the end of the year is coming very quickly, and with it the end of the time to complete the 2 challenges I set myself at the beginning of the year. The first was to find and photograph 100 species of birds within my local government area, which is called the Tatiara, and we will complete that challenge in this video. We'll actually go past 100 birds in this video, which is very exciting. The second challenge, which was to find and photograph 200 species of birds within Australia, I'm not so confident on that one. I think we'll get close, but unless there is a big influx or I do another trip somewhere, I'm not really sure about that one. But we have got some more species to add to our lists, so let's get into it. I was pretty excited to see this white-fronted honeyeater on a recent trip to Victoria. But then I was even more excited to see it when I finally saw one inside the Tatiara. That can go on that list now. Eastern cattle egrets are pretty widespread across a lot of the agricultural areas. I had to be a little discreet photographing these guys because they were in somebody's front yard and I don't like filming houses without permission. Musk lorikeets are spring and summer visitors to this area once the trees are flowering and there is plenty of food for them. They usually hang out in flocks and they are very gregarious, social, active little birds. Always seem to be getting into something and chattering quite a lot. Unlike these Jackie Winters, one of Australia's flycatchers, they are very quiet, unobtrusive little birds and spend quite a lot of time just sitting on fence posts or branches, watching for a chance to fly down and snatch prey. Magpie lark. Now, there's a misnomer if ever there was one, because this bird isn't a magpie and he's not a lark. He's actually a very large flycatcher who has adapted themselves to feed mainly on the ground. Hey, this is Australia. Things work a bit differently here. White-browed wood swallows are another spring and summer visitor to this area. Just at the moment you can see huge flocks of them in their hundreds flying high over paddocks looking for insects which they will take on the wing, and they're constantly chattering a little bzz bzz sort of sound. Yes, that is the challenge complete. 100 birds photographed within the Tatiara. But moving on, masked wood swallows are another spring and summer visitor to this area. This lot were just hanging out on a road. I've never seen them do that before, but they seemed quite happy. Long after I had filmed this, they all took off and left in a huge flock, flying very high across the sky. Well, this part of the video I am calling the one-offs and really dodgy photos section. The one-offs are birds that I have seen just once through the year. Some of these I have seen a while ago, but I hung off putting them up because I was sure that I would get better photos, but I did not. And the last one, the dodgiest photo of all, I have to say. And I do apologise for it, but it is recognisable, so I'm counting it. Let's have a look. This bittern flushed from the reeds right in front of me, next to the boardwalk that I was walking along. It actually frightened the life out of me, and by the time I got the camera up, he was nearly gone, but I managed to get this shot. Tree martins aren't entirely uncommon here, but every other time I've seen them this year, they've just been little fast-moving blobs in the sky. Impossible to photograph. You don't see too many black-shouldered kites around these days. Once upon a time they were quite common, but that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. Variegated fairy wrens zoom around like they're trying to audition for Fast and Furious 23. I was pretty lucky to catch this shot of a little male. And moving away from the one-off shots, I was pretty happy to catch this footage of an Australian raven enjoying some lunch of roadkill. Usually these are very difficult to get near. They take off the minute that you get anywhere near to them. But this bloke seemed to be just determined to enjoy his dinner. That other sound that you can hear? Well, that's my indicator. I forgot to turn it off while I was filming these shots. Finally, here's a couple to add to the Tatiara list. This is a striated pardalote. It's already on the challenge list. Good to be able to add these to the Tatiara list along with these rainbow lorikeets. Well, as always, thank you everyone for watching and for sticking with me to the end of this video. I think we will get one more video out before Christmas is upon us, but just in case. Merry Christmas, everybody. Hope you have a wonderful Christmas season. And hopefully we will see you before the new year with an update to see if I can finish that